5 submarines torn apart beneath the Black Sea. 600 Spetsnaz operators broken in less than 40 minutes. 56 cruise missiles were erased in the sky before they could touch Earth. These are not just statistics, but the anatomy of a clash where stealth collided with omniscience. August 9, 2025, off the coast of Odessa, where Russia's most secret warriors met an invisible wall of sensors, radars, and artificial intelligence. Tonight, we tell the story of how a ghost fleet became a graveyard. 12 Russian submarines, each more than 400 feet long, drift silently under the thermocline, a natural cloak against sonar. Their speed, just 6 knots. Their cargo, 600 elite Spetsnaz operators, trained in infiltration, sabotage, silent killing. Moscow's gamble was bold. They offloaded 60-caliber cruise missiles to make room for men. The goal: land quietly, strike swiftly, decapitate Ukraine's defenses without firing a long-range shot. To the Kremlin, it was the perfect plan. To Ukraine, it was a familiar nightmare. Months earlier, with American assistance, Ukraine built a silent nervous system along its southern coast. $85 million of buried sensors, more than 240 seismic and motion detectors encircling strategic bases. A central radar array refreshing every 3 seconds. Above them, NASAM's launchers, $65 million of precision interceptors. And tying it all together, software driven by artificial intelligence. It did not sleep, it did not blink, and it did not believe in surprise. As the Spetsnaz crept ashore, inflatable boats whispering across the surf, Ukrainian eyes tracked every step. A veteran commander faced a fateful choice: unleash fire on the beach, or let the enemy march deeper. He chose discipline. He chose patience. He would allow 600 of Russia's best to walk willingly into a pre-designed kill zone. A V-shaped valley already lined with guns, mortars, and armored vehicles. But no plan survives contact untouched. A PD-2 reconnaissance drone spiraled out of control, crashing against a hillside. At the same moment, a BTR-4E armored carrier reported hydraulic failure. 2 cracks in the net, 2 risks of exposure. The commander did not flinch. Mortar teams adjusted arcs, remaining drones shifted sectors, and every soldier waited in silence. When the trap closed, it closed with thunder. Hidden bunkers erupted with GSHG 7.62 Gatling guns, spinning at 6,000 rounds per minute. 30mm cannons on 9 armored carriers spat high explosive into the valley floor. Snipers with thermal optics hunted silhouettes through the morning fog. In seconds, the hunters became the hunted. Night vision goggles flared white with blinding muzzle flashes. Silence was gone, replaced by the roar of industrial slaughter. In the first 120 seconds, 120 Spetsnaz were dead or bleeding out. 20% of the assault force gone before they could form a defense. Elite rifles and suppressed grenades meant nothing against torrents of explosive shells. The valley was no longer terrain. It was a machine designed to grind men into fragments. Panic spread through encrypted Russian radios. The ground commander made his desperate call. Offshore, 7 submarines answered. Their missile hatches opened. 56-caliber cruise missiles erupted toward the kill zone, not to strike a base, but to obliterate the battlefield itself, sacrificing their own men to erase Ukraine's ambush. Alarms blared in the Ukrainian command bunker. Sentinel radars locked onto dozens of incoming threats. The NASAM's system came alive. AMRAAM C-7 interceptors shot skyward at Mach 4, not chasing missiles, but racing ahead to where those missiles would be. Explosions peppered the dawn sky, 40, then 50, then 53 impacts. 96% intercepted. 3 slipped through, detonating harmlessly in open ground, their fragments a reminder that nothing is perfect. But the kill zone held. Now came the counterstrike. Along the coast, batteries of shore-based anti-submarine missiles, codenamed Polina, ignited. Guided by fresh acoustic and magnetic signatures, they streaked across the sea at screaming velocity. The first slammed into a submarine's hull, splitting a 7,000-ton vessel in two. Within 4 minutes, 5 Russian submarines were sinking to the seafloor, $2 billion in steel collapsing under crushing pressure. The survivors fled eastward, abandoning their comrades ashore. On land, Ukraine shifted weapons from fire to voice. Loudspeakers carried a calm message in Russian. "Your ships are gone. Your support has fled. Lay down your arms, and you will be treated humanely." For exhausted Spetsnaz, trapped, bleeding, and leaderless, the words hit harder than bullets. By 6:05 a.m., estimates showed 180 dead and 250 wounded. Ammunition low, command fractured, morale shattered. Groups began to surrender. A PD-2 drone floated above, laser painting their last shelters. The message was simple: surrender or burn. At 6:11, the first platoon emerged with hands raised. Minutes later, surrender was total. In 38 minutes, an entire Special Forces armada had been neutralized. 600 Spetsnaz destroyed or captured. 5 submarines sunk. 56 caliber missiles wasted. Ukrainian losses: 4 wounded, 1 vehicle disabled, 1 drone lost. A victory not of numbers or firepower, but of foresight and integration. Sensors, algorithms, and discipline had turned an invasion into a demolition. The lesson is brutal and clear. In the 21st century, stealth is illusion. Training and bravery mean nothing if your path is mapped before you move. Surprise belongs not to the silent, but to the omniscient. This battle sent shockwaves across every general staff in the world. The age of blind assault may be over, replaced by an era where data decides. The final question remains: are elite human warriors obsolete, or more vital than ever when guided by perfect information?